I can't believe I'm doing this again. I'm finally making a facecam video. The last time I remember I made a facecam video might have been the fashion tier list one. I really don't remember, so I'm back at it again. I'm back with another tier list. This time, this is the tier list we're gonna do. So basically, this isn't my original idea. I totally copied this idea from a YouTuber I watch. His name is Brandon Balfour. I don't know if I've pronounced the name correctly. He's one of the rare fashion YouTubers that actually has a soul and is not paid out by other sponsors and brands and actually makes, good fashion content, which we haven't seen in like fucking years. And this was basically his idea of the video. Like, this is his idea. I'm totally copying it. I just made some kind of minor tweaks that are mine. But overall, this is his video, and I really liked the video, and I wanted basically to copy the whole video, but input my opinions on the matter. The point of this video is just to put in the tier list all of these items, and all of these items are your essentials in fashion, and how would you rate them and how much money you would invest in them. And this is my opinion on what to do. In this tier list, these are all of your fashion essentials you have to invest in. And as you can see, you have the level 1 Goon, the level 10 Crook, the level 100 Mafia Boss, and Jeff Bezos investments. In this video, we will rate each and every one of them, with, of course, my opinion. That being said, let's start it right now. At first, we have socks. Okay, socks is like a really, very low investment because it's fucking socks. You shouldn't spend a lot of money on socks. I just go to Uniqlo, buy my socks there. Ever since I've started buying Uniqlo socks, I've never went back. I love Uniqlo socks because they're the long socks. Like, they have it on the shelves. You've probably seen them if you've been on Uniqlo. Yeah, I really like it. So yeah, don't be a gooner. Don't spend a lot of money on socks. We have to put them in the level 1 goon tier. Next, we have the shorts. Again, shorts are a very low investment. You shouldn't be spending a lot of money on shorts because they're shorts. You only wear them in the summertime when it's really hot, except if they're gym shorts. Maybe then you can kind of invest because you sweat and you gotta work out and you gotta have a rotation and change them. But if we're talking about regular shorts, you shouldn't spend a lot of money on it. Just go to your local Uniqlo, H&M, Zara, or wherever you buy shorts and just get whichever you want to. You can maybe get kind of an expensive pair of shorts, but you won't wear them that much. For example, I have only one expensive pair of shorts, which is like a denim short from Coach, which look identical to my jeans from Coach. And yeah, I really wear them a lot, but that's still not the point. You should not spend a lot of money on shorts. All my other shorts are from Zara and they're like $40-50, which is still a lot for shorts, but still it's low investment. That being said, we have to put them in the level 1 goon tier. Next is specifically the belt. I specifically picked the diesel belt as the picture because I have this belt and I can flex on all of you that you don't have this belt. Why I love this belt? Because it's fucking cool as fuck. Is it worth the money? No. Listen, don't get me wrong. The quality is like the best belt I've ever had. No, actually no, I have one more really good belt from Hugo Boss, but we'll get to that, don't worry. But we're talking about specifically trendy belts or overall belts you just need to, just to get your pants up. You shouldn't spend a lot of money on belts. When I was a fucking teenager, I bought all of my belts from Pull&Bear. If you're American, you probably haven't never heard of it. If you're European, you definitely know what I'm talking about. I remember the belts were maybe 10 euros at max, and they were very cheap as fuck, and you can buy them how much you want. So yeah, you can go just buy a normal belt. You can just change them like the socks. It's not really that big of a deal. But for the diesel belt, I just really got it because I just really love diesel. And I really like the belt, and it's one of the rare trends I actually liked, so that's why I went with the diesel belt. And also to flex on all of you brokers. That being said, for belts, if it's a diesel belt, it has to be here, but if we're realistically talking, I must put it in the level 1 goon tier. Next up, we have a very interesting one for me. That's a denim jacket. Because we're getting into jackets, I want to start off with the denim first. I have maybe 2 denim jackets, which are not really expensive. One is from Levi's, which I customized. Wait, I'll actually show you. There's no reason for me showing this, but it's actually just really cool to show because this was my first ever denim jacket, and it was my favorite when I got it because I've wanted this jacket for 2 years before I got it, because I got it I think I got it in 2019 or 2020, something like that. And look, I customized it. I don't know if you can see. I can't see because of the camera. But yeah, this is my custom piece for my denim jacket. Basically, I have my very close friend. He has another friend that he went to high school with. She was like basically a designer, and she's my friend too. But I'm telling you how I met her. And she was doing like these custom designs because she was running her own little business. And I really wanted to help out, but I also wanted like I wanted something in return, like a design. In this case, this one. So basically, when I saw her designs on Instagram, I just I literally told her, yo, let's get coffee or something. I want to talk to you about the designs. And we talked, and I told her, listen, I want a custom piece on my denim jacket, and it needs to be something with A$AP Rocky and yeah, basically the 2018 testing album. She was like, okay, cool, whatever. She cooked for like 2 weeks. She made this, bro. When I tell you, I was wearing this every fucking day. Look at how cool she made it. Like, to this day, bro, thank you. I don't wear this jacket that much, unfortunately, but to this day, this is maybe my favorite piece in my whole fucking wardrobe. Thank you so much. We will put the denim jacket in the level 1 goon tier. Next, we have hoodies. My glorious King LeBron James hoodies. Again, hoodies, very low investment. You shouldn't be spending a lot of money on hoodies, except if it's like your thing to wear hoodies, then yeah, I kinda get you wearing hoodies all the time, but still. If you're above the age of 18 and you're rocking hoodies all the time, going on dates with hoodies and going on activities with hoodies, it's kinda crazy, bro. Like, we have to grow up a bit here. Like, I'm an advocate of, dressing more young. Like, you don't have to dress way too old if you're way too young, like, if you kinda get me. But like, wearing hoodies on maybe suit and tie occasions or in a fancy place or on a date overall is kind of crazy in my opinion. So yeah, that being said, you can buy a hoodie from Uniqlo or H&M or again Zara, the goat of fashion or fast fashion. I don't know where I'm going with this. I must put the LeBron James My Glorious King hoodie in the level 1 goon tier. Next, again, a very low piece investment. We have t-shirts. As for t-shirts, it's not that big of a deal. You can just go to your local Uniqlo or H&M again. You can just buy them there and you're good. I must put them again. Level 1 goon tier. Finally, we're making some progress. Now we're going to talk about leather shoes. Leather shoes are an investment in a way. I'm really not that big of an advocate spending $300 or $400, $500 for an ordinary pair of leather sneakers. Because they're very bland, they're very dull, they're not really exciting to wear. They go with everything, yeah, that's true, but that's like the boring part of it. They don't stand out at all. It's just like you're the everyday NPC on wherever you go. It's just like everybody has leather shoes. I immediately thought of the common projects, which they're not bad at all. I really like them, but like, it's not 2015 anymore. I don't know how to say it better. Like, you can buy a way cheaper pair of leather shoes because you will wear them occasionally. Because I have leather sneakers. I wore them 2 times while I was in my relationship, which was 2 years ago. So you kind of get the point, which I never wear leather shoes. I would rather say you invest in something more interesting than leather shoes, but at the end of the day, they are still leather shoes, and I will put them in the level 10 crook tier, because I get it, they're leather, they kind of have to be high quality, because if they're very bad leather quality, your feet will stink and nobody wants stinky feet. So yeah, I guess kind of invest a bit into those. Okay, next we have a topic that I'm kind of 50-50 about. We have pants. More specifically, I'm talking about like wider legged pants, because I'm not wearing slim pants anymore, because I'm kind of fat at this point. I'm 85 kilos again. I lost weight, but I gained it back because my friend told me I have to bulk up, which was my biggest mistake ever, but now I'm fucking 85 and huge and I don't like it. For these pants, you can either go to Zara, again, I don't care, Zara is Zara, I don't care what you say, it's the best place to buy any kind of clothes, or you can maybe invest in them into some more premium kind of brands. But still, it's pants, like you can get away with it. If you work out, anything looks good on you. So I must put it in the level 10 crook tier. Next, we have coats. Okay, this is kind of a tricky one, because I get a lot of people want to spend a lot of money on coats, because You need them in the winter, they're very long, they keep you warm, they're very thick, but most of the people that buy coats buy the very slim ones that like hug your arms way too much and your torso and your chest, and it's kind of like really disgusting to look at, which is the NPC Balkan uniform with checkered pants, some kind of crazy boots or shoes, a very shitty brown belt, and yeah, basically I'm offending my kind, which I was that kind in 2018, but not anymore. I learned my mistakes. I can't say that for a lot of people though. Other than that, like, I have a coat. Wait, let me put that shit on though. Like, when we talk about coats, this is the kind of coat I think about. Which it has to be like very wide, very boxy, like it has to be loose. Like, it shouldn't hug your arms. Like, look at this. Like, it's not hugging my arm at all. It's just like casually sitting on my body. And it goes with every outfit I have. And this is from, again, Zara. I'm a Zara merchant. I don't care what you say. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Zara merchant. This is also Zara. This is Zara. I don't give a fuck. It looks good. But yeah, this is my point. Like, a coat is a coat. It's supposed to be wide. It's supposed to be boxy. It shouldn't be like slim as fuck and like hugging your arms and you can't move, and putting your hands in your pockets. You're like, yeah, I feel so cool right now. Oh, the bitches will go after me. Definitely with my tight ass coat and my tight ass pants, which my ass is literally hanging out from. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. I must put the coat. No, fine, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll put it in level 10 crook. By the way, guys, I'm boiling in here. I closed my window because there's construction outside and I'm gonna, suffocate in a few minutes maybe. Okay, now we have the Varsity Jacket. The Varsity Jacket is actually a very interesting topic because you can either go very cheap or you can go like very expensive. I would suggest, because the normal person can't afford to go very expensive, just to go very cheap, because like you can get, maybe go to Superdry or something like that and get a very nice leather varsity jacket for like $100, $150. But if you really want to splurge, the only varsity jacket that comes immediately to mind is the Off-White AC Milan collab Off-White jacket, or the Chicago Bulls one, or basically just like an Off-White varsity jacket. I think that would be like the best investment. Other than that, it's just like a normal jacket that goes with everything. It's just like your everyday piece. That being said, let's say this is the normal one. I would say like to invest into a level 10 crook type of jacket, or if you got the money, I would say it's a Jeff Bezos investment for fashion. Next, we have a very debatable, controversial topic. Jeans. Jeans is a very tricky one because I have expensive jeans and I have cheap jeans. And I will totally like tell you the difference. There is no difference. They're literally the same denim. Okay, I'll be honest. I have a pair of denim wide leg jeans. No, actually they're carpenter jeans from Coach. They were like maybe $300, $400. I'll be honest. They feel a lot better than all my other jeans. That's true. Like, they are sort of better. The denim is sort of better. But at the end of the day, I'll put on my other Zara jeans, which I wore a few days ago, which are also wide-legged black denim, totally the same thing. Yeah, does the Coach feel a bit better? Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's fucking jeans. You can get a good pair of jeans for $50. The only important part for jeans is just for them to fit you correctly. And that's it. It doesn't matter the material. If you're skinny as fuck and wearing those boxy jeans, you will lose yourself in those jeans. Like, nobody will know where your legs start or end. If you're, let's say, a bit overweight and you wear very tight jeans, yeah, it won't look, flattering at all. So yeah, basically about jeans, you just have to get the correct jeans for you. And that doesn't matter with the material at all. It can be expensive, it can be cheap. So that being said, I must put jeans in the level 1 goon tier. We talked about leather shoes for everyday wear. Now we're going to talk about designer shoes. I have a lot of designer shoes. Like, maybe more than I should have. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. None of them are comfortable. If you want to invest in a shoe that looks good and it's comfortable, designer shoes are not it. On the tier list, I have an example of the LV trainer shoes, which are basically right now my favorite designer shoes. And I really like them, but they're not the most comfortable. They're better than my other shoes, definitely, but still, I have way more comfortable normal shoes compared to them. That being said, like, the designer shoes they're not an investment. They're like, losing money. You just buy them to look very good and very cool, and like if you like it, that's totally cool. But yeah, I really like designer shoes, but at the end of the day, it's still a Jeff Bezos investment because it's a lot of money and you can't resell them because I'm expecting you to wear your shoes. Don't be one of those guys that looks out for creases or whatever just to resell them for $100 less. You're still not making profit. You should wear your shoes. You should experience them. You should, use them as much as you can. As much as you can tolerate from the comfortability, which is non-existent. But yeah, just, if you invest in these LV, like let's say LV trainers or Gucci shoes or whatever, make sure they look good on your style, they look good on your fits, and that you'll wear them. Don't fucking save them in a box all the time. Next is a very interesting one, the puffer winter jacket. There's a lot of options you can go with this. Me personally, I think you should kind of spend on this one. I have a couple of expensive ones. I have my North Face puffer jacket, which everybody knows and loves. I got it on sale, but in retail it's like $300, which I admit it's kind of a lot of money. Yes, I agree, but still, the comfort it gives you, the warmth it gives you during the winter months, it's like the money is totally worth it. Or if you have even more money, you can splurge on a more expensive brand. I have another like puffer winter vest from Off-White. You've seen it maybe in my other videos. That also keeps me very warm as well. I got that on sale as well, but that was like 2K retail. I got it for way less, don't worry, for way less. I'm talking in the hundreds, low hundreds. Don't worry, I didn't buy that. I wouldn't give that much money for that vest, to be honest. Like, it's a really good vest, but I wouldn't buy that much money. That being said, for the puffer vest, you should definitely invest because they look good on you. They look good on any outfit. They are perfect for any outfit. They're perfect for any winter season. If you're going on a mountain hike, or you're going around the city, going maybe on a ski resort, you need something to keep yourself warm. So I would definitely say for a puffer jacket or parka or whatever you can invest in, I think you should definitely invest at least $300 if you possibly can. If not, you can bump it down to $100, maybe go again to your local Zara or something like that. Yeah, just buy a affordable parka or a puffer jacket, but I would recommend spending at least $300. Next is also a very controversial one, which is like a 50-50 split. The sunglasses. Sunglasses are like very weird to rank because at the end of the day, the point of the sunglass is to cover your eyes from the sun so you can bear the pain outside when you're staring at the sun. So that means you can even spend like $5 on the sun. Like you can spend $5 on a pair of sunglasses from which you can buy from the street. It will serve the same purpose. You can buy $100 pair of sunglasses which will kind of look good, which are most likely Ray-Bans and will get the job done. I have them in my car. I use them to drive all the time. Or maybe you can spend like a designer pair of sunglasses, which people say that all these glasses are the same. No, they're not the same, unfortunately. No. The plastic they use or whatever materials they use on their sunglasses from designer brands is eons better than any of the normal sunglasses you can buy, but still, you mostly buy them for the aesthetic or how they look on you. So if you want a very cool looking pair of sunglasses, I would suggest splurging. Yes, overall, I think you should splurge between $100 and $300, which I think is the perfect range for sunglasses. Don't buy cheap ones because, they're cheap plastic. You gotta look good with them. If you buy a pair of Ray-Bans, you can never go wrong. It's Ray-Bans. Whatever you buy, they will look good on you. If it's for designer glasses, I have like Off-White and Gucci designer sunglasses, which are both really good. I'm not complaining. I wear my Off-Whites all the time. My Guccis are way too dark. To be honest, they actually get the job done in the summer. I'm not gonna lie. They were a good investment, but still. I think for sunglasses, you can spend between $100 or $300. That's enough. Okay, buckle your seat. Because for what's coming up next, this is going to be a fucking mini rant. We are talking about vests, or as Americans like to call them, gilets. Okay, I'll take off my glasses, which I actually can see without them. It doesn't really matter. Listen to me, what I'm about to fucking say right now. Americans love to be quirky. We all know that. They love using imaginary words, for them imaginary, to make them sound very cool and smart and very European. They have somehow adopted the word Gillet. Gillet means vest. I don't know in what language, but it means vest. And why am I mad? Because nobody in America calls it a fucking gilet. They call it a ghillie. What the fuck is a ghillie? Are we talking about a ghillie suit? Are you wearing a ghillie suit out in the street? Because that's how you're fucking saying it. You're not saying gilet. Or, you know, you don't have to be quirky. You can say vest. You're not saying those two words. You're saying a fucking ghillie. What the fuck is a ghillie? Are you wearing a fucking ghillie suit? Are you listening to Future songs now? You don't even fucking know what it means. Don't fucking call it a gilet. It's not called a ghillie. Whatever. Or, even worse, I've seen some people on YouTube call it a Gillet. Guys, Gillet is a brand for shaving for men. They sell shavers. We're not talking about fucking shaving your beard when you say Gillet. We're talking about fucking vests. If you want to be quirky, at least use the correct terminology or pronunciation in this case. If you want to say vest in a quirky way, because it looks like you don't want to use the English language without, you know, using its words because you don't want to, you don't want to say vest, you have to say gilet. I know it's very hard to pronounce because it has a j at the beginning of the word, but still, if you want to say gilet correctly, please practice it like that. Don't say gilet. Gilet is for shaving. Ghillie is a ghillie suit, which you wear to hide in the forest when you hunt animals or hide from people, which I hope, you know, you don't do any of those two things. When you say gilet, you say a vest. I'm from Europe. I don't fucking say gilet. I say vest because nobody says gilet. It's such a fucking quirky word. And gilet can mean multiple meanings. Are you talking about a gilet without any of these? Are you talking a gilet with these? Because I don't know what they're called in English. Like, what kind of gilet are we talking about? There's also a puffer gilet. You can just say gilet and get it over with. No, you have to specify what kind of vest we're talking about. Okay, let me not go off the wire over here. Let me just get back to the rating. Editor's note here. I just wanted to give you a quick example of a similar situation. Imagine you and your friends decide to go on vacation. All of you together make plans, sort out the money and head on the road. There are 5 people in the car. Outside, the sun is boiling. You can barely breathe in the car. You are sitting between 2 dudes in a small car. After 3 hours of driving, you get to the border. You wait 2 hours because of the heavy traffic and the slow passport control. In the end, you pass it and you are on your way. After 3 more hours, you arrive with your friends to the final destination. Tired, dead, sleepy. All of you feel these symptoms. In the end, you see a saving grace, a grocery store. You buy all the things you need and suddenly you spot something. You drag one of your friends and point out that you found a can of Coca-Cola. The friend asks, "What about it?" "It's just Coca-Cola." You sigh in a disappointed tone and reply, "It's not just any Coca-Cola. It's a Coca-Cola with a plant-based sweetener."
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Point is, don't say gilet. As for vests, level 1 goon. It's a vest. It's not something you can actually spend your money on a lot because it just, gets the job done. It doesn't have to stand out at all. It just needs to blend in with the outfit you have on. I would just recommend getting a black vest that will do the job nicely, and that's all you need to worry about for the gilet. This is going to be a Jeff Bezos investment now. We will be talking about suits. Suits are very important for every man. Every man needs a really good suit. In my example, I bought myself a suit for my graduation for high school. Did I ever wear it? No. It's been in my wardrobe for like maybe 4 years now. Will I ever wear it? Probably not. I'm too fat now for it. But was it good at the time? Yes, it was. It was from Hugo Boss. I even have the belt with my suit, so you know I'm matching right now. And the shoes, which I also never wore because, they're kinda shitty, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. As for a suit, every man needs to have a suit. If you don't have money, you can go buy a cheap suit. You just need a good tailored suit. If you have suit supply, you can just go to Suit Supply and buy a suit. If you have, Jeff Bezos money, you can go to Hugo Boss or maybe another brand and buy a suit there for your graduation. Overall, you just need either a blue suit, a black suit. That's all you need. Maybe buy both of those suits in a way cheaper place. Again, suit supply is not cheap, but you can maybe kind of get 2 suits at a good deal. So when we're talking about suits, you always have to splurge. I would recommend making them a Jeff Bezos investment. Next, we have every Balkan man's uniform, the quarter zip. The quarter zip is basically what I'm wearing right now. As you can see, it looks really good on me. The material is very nice and I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I paid like $50-$60. Am I satisfied with it? Well, yes, it's my first time wearing it, to be honest, but as I'm wearing it right now, it's very good. And you know, my skin breathes through the material. It looks very good on me. I kind of like because it's a bit boxy and it's not too tight on me. And again, I didn't spend way too much money on it. And also, you can see on the picture on the tier list, but I'll maybe show it in the b-roll. The woman on the picture which is wearing the quarter zip looks like very off and she looks very uncomfortable. She's like this. The picture looks like this. She has her shoulders up. She can barely breathe. I know I can't. And she's like, I don't know. It's just like a very funny thing I want to point out. But yeah, quarter zips, not a very high investment. If you have the money, I would definitely say splurging a bit from in the level 100 Mafia boss tier. If you can find one with very good materials which will last you a very long time, then yeah, I think you should definitely splurge. But for the normal person, I think the level 1 goon is best. You can find very good, affordable, cheap alternatives for quarter zips wherever you go, out in a mall or wherever you shop at. So yeah. Next, another easy one, underwear. Let's be real, it's underwear. You need multiple pairs of it, like we're talking about men, because you have to change it all the time. They break down. Yeah, you basically need new ones all the time. Again, level 1 goon. I know you can see there are 2 watches here in the tier list. One is a more affordable watch for the everyday person, and the other one is an investment. For the overall everyday watch, I must say you should spend at least $100 minimum. Like the one I have right now is a Timex one, which I've showed it in another video. This was maybe $100 and something. I have never like take it off my arm. It's like my favorite watch right now and I really like it. So that being said, it needs to be in a level 10 crook tier because a watch goes with everything. You can't be a man and not wear a watch. Every man basically needs a watch. It looks good on you. It shows you that you care about yourself. It goes well with your outfits. It's a staple in every man's wardrobe. As for the investment watch, these are kind of your high tier watches, starting off from Omega, ending up to, you know, Rolex, AP. These are like Jeff Bezos info. This is the most expensive Jeff Bezos investment we can put here, and that's true, because it's a very good investment. You get very good like cash back from it, because if you want to resell your watch, you can double up in value because that's how watch markets work. So if you have the money, definitely splurge on a good watch. We're almost at the end. We have 2 things left, and I'm so happy because I'm gonna suffocate in like a couple of minutes. The next thing we have are loafers. Loafers are a very interesting topic to talk about because every man needs loafers, in my opinion, but not every man needs a very expensive loafers. If you don't live somewhere in the countryside of Italy or France or Spain, or where you kind of have to, you know, wear loafers with appropriate dressing for those areas, you really don't need to spend a lot of money on loafers, because some people mostly think they have to spend like money on Loro Piana loafers, which got very popular over the years. Don't get me wrong, they look like very high quality loafers. You should, if you can definitely get yourself a pair, but at the end of the day, the average man needs loafers just to go from point A to point B. That being said, I have loafers. I've bought them from Doc Martens. They were like maybe $120. They go good with everything I wear. Like literally everything I wear, they look good with. They're not very expensive. They're very affordable. They have them in multiple variations, so you can basically choose what kind of loafers you want. And in my opinion, I think they should definitely be in this tier. Like in the low hundreds tier. Because don't spend a lot of them. You can go to Doc Martens, as I said, and buy a couple of like 3 or 4 loafers, and you will wear them for like years, and they will never break down because they're so good. I actually didn't know. I bought them last year. I was actually so surprised they were so good. As for the final one, we have the shoulder bag, or as Americans like to call it, the European uniform, which Americans apparently think Europeans wear only black and we wear shoulder bags. Not gonna lie, they're kinda right, but still. shoulder bags are an essential for every man, doesn't matter where you live in the world. The good thing about a shoulder bag is that it adds to your outfit and you don't have to fill your pockets. Because I hate filling my pockets in the summer, because imagine like you have your wallet, you have your keys from your house, you have your keys from the car, you have your phone, and all that is bulked up in your little pockets on your shorts. No, that doesn't look really good when you go outside. It looks like you have very big plumps on your leg and you need some serious help and you should go to a hospital immediately. That's why you buy a shoulder bag. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, who knows what. It just needs to get the job done. Just get the regular black one and just wear it all the time. You'll see how much it will benefit you. Level 1 Goon tier. Okay, we came to the end of the list. This is how I thought I should do the list. This is my opinions inputted on Brandon's list. It's not everything Brandon mentioned, but I think it's the essentials in my opinion. Okay, I know the video is finished, but I just wanted to say thank you for clicking on the video. I know I haven't made like a very good video in a long time because the last one was the World of Warcraft video. To be honest, me and my friends played World of Warcraft for like 3 months in the summer, and I basically also took classes in the summer from college classes, and I really didn't have that much time to work on any videos or anything like that. So I'm sorry that I was so absent. I also have classes now and I'm very busy. I don't know how I found time to record this video at all. But thank you for clicking on it. Thank you for watching it. If you liked it, please subscribe and like. I will also make a couple of more tier list videos because I have some things on my mind I want to say. And yeah, again, thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.